Hello! So this is going to be a different type of video, a lore video. If you don't want to recap, just jump to the timestamp below. So last week I dropped my video about my 1 year of VTubing, and I'm going to sum it up here. Yes, I drink Snapple. Moving on, I want to talk about a few things, like the fact that I'm using a script for this video. This script, by the way, was made while I was surviving my third night of Freddy's. I have some wonderful plans, including the following: a D&D with some other VTubers, and or VAs. Let's find out. A comic with my amazing partner, ZMasterRabbitZ. Link below. The video I promised last time, which is totally being made. Yeah! Soup, some VA work, and something a bit sus. I can't exactly talk too much about that. A few other things are in the works too, but I don't want to talk about them yet. So, it's time to get on to the real reason for this video. I wanted to start making these documents for events, places, and people in my up-and-coming D&D. And at the moment, I'm looking at around 5 to 6 months before I can really get anything going. Because let me tell you, there's so much work to do. But let's get to the point. This time, we're going to be talking about the Lost Abyss and all the stuff around it. This is part 1 that will be focusing on the entrance to the Abyss. But now, some quick explanations before we can start. The setting of my universe, all homebrew, which means I made it all up, is based on universes like Battletech, Made in the Abyss, which is the main inspiration for this area, and the Warhammer 40k universe. With that being said, I'll stop padding for time. Hi, this is post-production Darwin. I just wanted to say all the art done in this video is done by me. I didn't have enough time to finish what I wanted, so if there's any artists who know how to do technicals or maps or environments, reach out to me on Twitter or Blue Sky. I want to work with some people. Thank you. Deep below the great hive city Helion lies a relic of the old one, something not even they could tame. The forgotten road stretches from the lowest depths of the hive city, a lifeless artery, long since severed from the bustling veins above. The once busy pathway is now a ghostly corridor of cracked stone and encroaching shadows. The air grows colder here, heavy with a silence broken only by the occasional drip of water or a faint echo of your own footsteps. Ahead, towering abandoned doors loom like monoliths of a forgotten age. Their colossal size dwarf all who approach, their surface a withered testament to time. The magnificent engravings have been eroded beyond recognition, leaving only faint hints of the artistry that once adorned them. These doors were not made for simple use. They were made to seal something in, or perhaps something out. As the doors creak open, a faint gust brushes past, carrying with it an eerie tang of deep stone and something else, something faintly metallic, an unplaceable and unpleasant feeling. Beyond the doors lies a massive cavern, a vast expanse shrouded in darkness. Faint lights glimmer like stars scattered across an abyssal sky. This is the Veiled Descent, where the last remnants of the Hive City give way to endless unknown. The cavern floor tells a grim story, however, one of desperation and finality. The shattered remains of mechs of all kinds litter the expanse, their frames desecrated by time and violence. Torn armored plate and shattered weaponry lie scattered like bones on a battlefield, their surfaces scarred with deep gouges that speak of something far more savage than any machine. Many of the mechs still stand in grotesque poses, their hulking forms frozen mid-stride or slumped against jagged cavern walls. Their hollow cockpits, long empty of pilots, gape open like silent screams. The ground itself bears scars of the last stand, craters from explosions, scorch marks from energy weapons, and the twisted remains of defensive emplacements are now choked with rust. Once a grand gateway to expansion and innovation, it now stands as a forgotten sentinel of the path below. A path that whispers of secrets best left buried. Amid the wreckage, faint remains of the battle still cling to the air. The cold metallic tang lingers, mingling with the faint scent of burnt wire. The silence here is deafening, the weight of the countless fallen lives pressing down on all who enter. This place was no mere battlefield. It is a graveyard, a monument to sins so ancient Its purpose has been forgotten to time. Only the steel remains, a chilling reminder of the cost of whatever catastrophe unfolded here. The caverns feel alive with echoes of the past, its oppressive atmosphere warning those who dare tread deeper into the veiled descent. At the bottom of this ancient, decrepit cavern lies a laboratory shrouded in ruin, its shattered halls long since abandoned by time, buried miles beneath the city. It clings to shadows like forgotten wounds in the earth. The only means of reaching this forsaken place is via the remnants of a colossal cargo elevator, so vast in scale it could cradle an entire city block within its rusted frame. After a 10-minute descent, the elevator groans to a halt in a massive cavern carved into the planet's crust, where the air hangs still and unnaturally dry. The ruins sit awaiting those whose greed or desperation has overtook their need to survive. The entire laboratory is made in multi-scale. Dual hallways make for walkways of both people and even the most titanic of skins. Large sections are locked off behind security doors, automated defenses, and other things that choose to stay in the dark rather than be seen by the light by a torch. If a group of people chose to brave the dark and the laboratory's vast expanse, they may be oh so lucky to find a piece of lost tech or even archaeotech, meaning riches for you and your children's children. Or they would be so misfortunate as to find one of the 3 entrances to the abyss, a land so terrible that the light of any god you worship may never hope to reach you. At the heart of the ruins, known ominously as the Hole, lies the only 3 known gateways to the first layer of the abyss, a realm that promises both untold discoveries and unspeakable horrors. Each entrance carries with it its own sinister story, its echoes still resonating in the cold metallic corridors of the facility. Entrance 1. The cargo elevator. Behind an imposing high-security access door, the cargo elevator waits in eerie silence, its vast platform capable of bearing unknown masses of cargo. As it descends into the gnawing dark below, the hum of forgotten machinery lingers in the air as if the elevator itself breathes with unease. At the bottom lies a base designated Forward Operating Base O2, an abandoned operations base left to rot. Forward Operating Base O2. Quick description. The base is eerily quiet, its halls dimly lit by flickering lights that cast uneven shadows. Though decrepit, FOB O2 still clings to some semblance of functionality. Rusted terminals emit faint glows, and broken machinery stands like tombstones of forgotten progress. Faint radio signals can still be heard. It is as if the base itself is waiting patient, timeless, cold, waiting for victims who are willing to explore. The destroyed drop point. What was once a cargo elevator is now a jagged and mangled bay, its surface marred with deep, jagged scratches and ominous marks. This is the destroyed drop point, a grim monument to failed expedition. Here, explorers now rely on drop kits, a personalized jump pack to brave the fall. Hulking mech-sized kits stand like silent sentinels capable of carrying machinery up to 30 tons into the abyss. If luck holds during the descent, the wreckage of FOB 08 awaits below. However, for the truly daring, any mech of any size can attempt to drop unassisted, though the risks are immense. FOB 08. Bodies long since desiccated still wait where they fell, their silent forms awaiting a rescue team that never came. Scorched walls and collapsed ceilings tell a story of a final stand, a desperate attempt to survive against something no one dared to document. Will you be their avenger? Or will you join them in their cold, everlasting sleep? The personal elevator, a relic of another age, its rusted frame groaning with every vibration. Designed to ferry 20 souls at a time, it now feels more as a coffin than as a means of transport. The elevator's cage is stained with old blood, splatters and smears hinting at the terror that accompanied its last voyage. Fob 08. This base is a snapshot of panic. Its rooms are frozen in the chaos of a frantic evacuation. Chairs are overturned, scattered equipment lies abandoned, and paper litters the floors like leaves in a storm. Yet, there are no signs of remains or survivors. Blood trails streak on the walls and the floor, leading to nowhere. The sense of feeling that something is off, uneasy, unspeakable, is palpable in every inch of the forward operating base. May you never know what they were fleeing. That's the end of The Abyss, Part 1. I hope you found this video as fantastic as I did. I'm hoping to get these types of lore videos out weekly or every other week. It all depends on the schedule I can scrounge together and what piece of lore I'm willing to work on that week. Though, life is very sketchy right now, so hopefully everything will go well. Yay! And if you're still here, thank you for watching to the end. I've been your host, Darwin the Bear. Whether it's creating, gaming, storytelling, I want to be your guide to all the epic things I can be. Whether it's big ideas, bold moves, or just gold vibes. You know what? We're leaving that in. You're in the right place. Let's make it unforgettable. Now, watch one of those videos that I'm going to suggest. Maybe there's just one video. If there is, go watch it. It's pretty fun. Goodbye.